Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome back to Steins the visual novel. We're back here again, last episode, talking about a lot of sciencey stuff. I didn't get a whole lot of words in, and there wasn't really any clips to put in, because while to some small extent that had been gone over in the anime, they didn't quite go over as a detailed level of all that information as it did in the anime, so there wasn't a whole lot of clips to pull, didn't get to say a lot, but maybe this episode it'll be a little different. Not sure, but I do remember that we have one little thing here. We got a mail that I totally missed. Have you bought Phantasm's debut single, Nya? It's the theme song for Rainet Kairu, so it's really popular. Ferris bought 5 copies, Nya. It's my duty as a Rainetter. Anyway, there's an important secret hidden in Phantasm songs. The key to unlocking it is... Oops, the bell's ringing, Nya. Looks like someone's here. Better see who it is. Oh, that's kind of sinister. Let's ask her about the important secret. I'm aware. They are said to contain directions to the sanctuary, as well as prophecies regarding the end of the world. Isn't that right? Phantasm is the cat's... meow. That's funny. Okay, give me just one moment if you don't mind. Sorry, I had to adjust my mic a little bit. Alright, let's begin. Daru and I aren't good with English, so there's nothing we can do but let her work. Aw man, are you serious? That's where I should have stopped. Oh well.
What'd I say?
Our next move is patently obvious.
Huh?
We have future gadget numero 8, the phone wave real name TBA, do we not? We will build a time machine first, and CERN will come to nothing because we will rule the world instead!
Why did I even bother to ask?
Dawn breaks. We stayed up all night again. Fighting drowsiness, I refill my mug with instant coffee. I've already lost count of how many cups I've had.
Okabe.
Kurisu hands her mug to me without looking away from the computer. I guess she expects me to refill it. Since when did I become her maid? She should ask Mayuri for stuff like this. Mayuri's a professional maid after all. That said, Kurisu's the one reading CERN's documents right now. Daru and I can manage if we use translation software, but we're nowhere near as efficient as she is. While it's not exactly what I had in mind when I said I wanted to borrow her knowledge, it just goes to show that I was right to make her a lab member. She's an asset to the lab. For now, at least, I should try not to upset her. I silently take the mug from Kurisu, dump in the powdered coffee, and pour in hot water from the pot. 2 packets of sugar, no milk. Kurisu has already requested it the same way 5 times today. I mix it well, and bring it over to Kurisu. She doesn't immediately realize I'm standing behind her, so I hold the mug in front of her face. Kurisu takes it without turning.
Arigato.
Her eyes never leave the screen. She's completely absorbed in CERN's research. Even though she was adamant when she called them traitors to scientists everywhere, she's not above picking their brains. But I understand how she feels. I'm itching to know more myself. Daru is fast asleep on the sofa. His snoring is quite loud. Furthermore, it sounds like he has sleep apnea? I'm not familiar with that, and I would look it up, except for the way I'm recording this now doesn't allow me to look up things very easily, so I'll look it up later. I'm surprised Kurisu's been able to ignore it. Is she just that focused? I decide to watch some TV. As always, the news channels are all covering the Radio Kaikan satellite crash.
人工衛星墜落から5日が経過した秋葉原ですが、夏休みシーズンに入ったということもあり、放置されたままの人工衛星を一目見ようと多くの人が詰めかけています。名古屋から来ました。一目見たくて。
埼玉から車で。すごいですね。あれ一体どこの人工衛星なんですかね。
I think if I do this, hold on a second. I was hoping that would put away the clock, never mind. I was wanting to see what was behind that, because there's some text behind it, I just can't see it. Sorry, let's keep going.
Yay!
Yay!
ように日本全国からわざわざ駆けつける人もいるようです。一方、今日未明 NASA アメリカ航空宇宙局のスポークスマンマイケル・バーン氏は会見で、日本に人工衛星が墜落した事実はないと語り、墜落した物体が人工衛星以外の物体であることを示唆しました。警察によりますと、墜落した人工衛星については現在調査中であり、撤去する時期のめどは立っていないとのことです。
You think by now they would have done something about it. Is it really under investigation? This could be another plot by the organization.
てってるー、おはよう。あれ、こんにちはかな。
I hate being rude. Oh, must wait to answer text. The door unlocks from outside, and Mayuri comes in. She has a convenience store bag in hand. There are various food items inside, but it doesn't look like they're for us.
うわー、なんかね、ズズーンっていう重い空気が漂ってるよ。
The three of us probably look pretty haggard since we stayed up all night. But it's hard to put on a bright smile now that I know about CERN.
空気入れ替えるね。
Mayuri opens the window wide. While she's doing that, we're going to check the text message really stealthily like, I'm so hungry. I had to skip breakfast again today. I don't have much money on hand. Are there any good places to find insects or weeds around here? I can get by using my survival skills if I have to. You have a job, don't you? You eat insects? Hardcore. Stop spending all your money on video games, kid. I don't know if she actually plays video games. The sky is so blue, it hurts my eyes. Large clouds listlessly drift on the wind. It truly is a refreshing sight. Mayuri's appearance makes Daru get up with a grimace. Kurisu also finally moves away from the computer, sipping her hot coffee while rubbing her eyes. I glance at the clock, then go to the center of the room and call for attention.
いい機会だ。ラボメンが全員集合したところだし、久々に円卓会議を開こうと思う。
円卓会議？
Roundabout confluence.
なんぞそれ。
ラボメンによる報告会。ミーティング。
そんなのこれまでにやったことあったっけ？
そもそも円卓なんてどこにあるのよ。
実物はない。だが我らラボメンの心の中にはある。
It exists in the hearts of all lab members.
そうだろ？じゃなかろうが、勝手に人の心の中に変なもの持たせないで。
That would be rather painful if you had a round table in your heart.
マユシーにもあるかな？
ああ、あるさ。
そっか、よかった。でも円卓って何？
てかなんで円卓？アーサー王？
そもそも私はラボメンといっても期間限定だし。
Round table?
Yep. That like a thing? A lab member powwow, indeed. You make it sound like we do them all the time.
Only table I see here is rectangular.
I don't mean it literally. Round table is simply a figure of speech meant to evoke camaraderie.
Thank you. I'm quite familiar with the expression. I'm just never sure whether you mean things literally or not.
I think it sounds sweet, even if it is rectangular.
Thank you.
These people whine about every little thing.
とにかく円卓
Oh,
会議だ。
sweet, finally. We get an image of
がなか
Okabe.
ったので、ひとまず今の俺たちの置かれた状況を教えておく。
We look so happy. I tell Mayuri about everything we discovered in her absence. About how CERN is making a time machine. About Jellymen. About how Men in Black might be coming to erase us for what we know.
悪いことは良くないよって言ったのに。
悪いだと？俺たちが？何をバカな。それを言うならばセルンの方がよほど悪。世界だけでは飽き足らず、時空までも手に入れようと企んでいる連中だ。
同意するわ。
For some reason, Kurisu backs me up.
セルンのやってることは社会的にも人間的にも そして研究者としても許されることじゃない。
そうだけど。
She doesn't sound very convinced. I didn't want to get Mayuri involved, but she's surprisingly perceptive. She'd find out even if we kept it a secret, so it's better to just tell her.
いずれにせよこれで我がラボとセルンとのラグナロックは避けられなくなった。
A large part of me is still afraid, but we've come too far to turn back now. We can't unlearn what we know.
ラグナロック。
Ragnarok?
また北欧神話か。
クリスティーナ、お前にはセルン調査について命じていたな。何か新たに分かったことは？
命じられた覚えはないけどね。セルンがタイムトラベルにおいて抱えている問題点は2つ。1つは電子注入装置リフターの調整。これがうまく機能しないとカーブラックホールの特異点を裸にできない。この状態で特異点を通過しようとすれば、超重力によって被験者はミクロレベルまで圧縮されてしまう。当然無事ではいられないわ。それとタイムトラベル先の局所場指定ができないことが2点目。特異点を抜けてどこへ出るかの指定ができない。だから各地で見つかっている14人のゼリーマンはむしろ運がいい方だったと言うべき。人体実験は2001年から100回以上行われていた。つまり残りの80人以上はどこへ飛ばされたのかすら確認できていないということ。
なんで確認できないの？
マユシ、そんなことも知らんの？地球は常に動いてるんだよ。自転速度は時速にして1500キロ、公転速度は11万4000キロで。
Daru's tone is authoritative, but he's just relaying what he heard from Kurisu last night.
セルンはその2点について解を模索してるみたいだけど、うまくいってないみたい。
So, even CERN is having difficulties?
それで助手よ。セルンのタイムマシンから電話レンジカッコ仮のヒントになるようなものは見つかったか？
ヒントね。
Kurisu stares at the ceiling in thought.
そもそも LHC は世界一巨大な電子レンジなんて異名もあるぐらいだけど。
Oh, really? So does that reveal possibly why our microwave works as it does?
そうか。つまり電話レンジカッコ仮は LHC の縮小版ということだな。
Interesting, okay.
あながち間違ってないかもね。
I was sure she'd deny it. In fact, I thought she'd yell at me. But instead, she agreed with me. Throws me off a little.
もっとも、電話レンジはわからないことが多すぎる。なんでセルンのタイムマシンと同じような現象をあの小さな電子レンジで起こせるのか。
If LHC stands for Large Hadron Collider, wouldn't it be an SHC, a Small Hadron Collider?
LHC と違って、これはタイムトラベルのために作られたものじゃないのよ。
マユシーの唐揚げを温めるためのものだよね。
まあそうね。
少なくともゼリーマンという現象が電話レンジカッコ仮でも起きているのだから、マユリのバナナはカーブラックホールのリング上特異点に到達していると考えるべきだ。
ブラックホールができてるの？ここに？吸い込まれないかな？
If it sucked us in, we'd become jellymen too.
でも放電現象の仕組みや発生条件が解明できてない。
この前の実験だと放電現象が起きた時にだけ過去へメールを送れたお？
まだ2度しか成功していないが、その放電現象が意味するのは電荷、すなわち電子注入の可能性が高い。
Oh, okay. So we accidentally kind of replicated what they were doing, but with our lower grade equipment, kind of.
それが発生した時だけ特異点への道が開けるのだ。
放電現象の原因はわからないじゃない。
I just wanted to apologize to people that I had said that interesting stuff would be happening soon. While I find this interesting, I know it's not what I was planning on saying was interesting, because the visual novel moves at a much slower pace than the anime does. So sorry about that. Because like I think like the first like 8 or to 10 episodes occur in like the first 2 episodes of the anime or something. Like it moves at a much slower pace, the visual novel.
それはこれから調べる。
そもそも過去へ送れるメールはデジタルデータであって物体じゃないわ。そこがセルンのタイムマシンと決定的に違っている。
いや、やることは同じだ。デジタルデータが得意点を通り抜けないと誰か保証したのか？人間サイズの物体を通り抜けさせるよりよほど簡単だと思うが。
まあ確かに。
あのね、メールって言うから混乱するんだと思うな。本物の紙飛行機にした手紙がピューンって飛んでいくイメージなんだよ、きっと。
むしろ光線だろう。光デジタルデータみたいな。ところで過去へ送れるメールは言いにくい。名前を付けよう。
This is another moment of genius in this anime.
またカッコつけ。
slash visual novel.
またとか言うな。この法王院教魔をバカにしているのか。
どうせへんてこな名前を付けたいんでしょ。
へんってことは失敬だな。ならば発表しよう。俺はこの過去へ送れるメールという現象についてこう名付けた。
What's it gonna be?
その名も
What's it gonna be?
ノスタルジアドライブ。
ノスタルジアドライブ。
わかりにくい。却下。
If we expect to be inspired, we must first christen the phenomena with a decent name.
How about cart before the horse?
Not helpful. Continue to mock me, and my wrath shall hammer
Please,
down
you get
upon.
sidetracked thinking up a name for a screwdriver.
Excuse me. Prepare to eat your words, naysayer. I've already plucked a name for the facts in question, as if from thin air. We shall call it Kyoma's Nostalgia Drive.
貴様、助手の分際で却下できる権限があると思っているのか？
I don't know. I thought it was a pretty cool name.
じゃあ多数決する？ノスタルジアドライブに賛成の人。
My hand shoots into the air, but nobody follows suit.
裏切ったな、誰、マユリ。
It's the coolest name ever.
クリスチャンの言う通りだと思うな。マユシーはそんな長い名前は
Fine, what do
覚
you
えられま
suggest,
せん。
Mayuri?
中二病すぎだろ、上皇。
Traitors?
ならばお前たちには自分で考えたとっておきのネーミングがあるのだろうな。まさか我が案を否定しておいてノープランとは言わせんぞ。
やっぱり分かりやすさ重視にすべきだと思う。時間を遡っているメールなんだからそこをメールでいいんじゃない？
Retromea?
そこってどういう意味？
Mayuri is busy eating strawberry jelly. How can she eat that stuff after hearing about Jellyman?
今のマユリの反応が答えだ、クリスティーナ。わかりやすい名前をつけるべきと言っておきながら、
Well, it's just because Mayuri isn't the smartest person here.
それはマユリさんが。
Stupid?
なんでもない。
もしかして今マユリがバカだからと言おうとしたか？
Oh, burn! You got found out.
違うわよ。
クリスチャン、マユシーのことバカだと思ってるのかな？
思ってない。全くこれっぽっちも思ってないから誤解しないで。
Somehow, Kurisu manages to glare at me without even while soothing Mayuri.
時をかけるメールの一択だろう。
The male who left through time. Another reference to an animated series.
少し表現が
Possibly
硬
a
いな。
manga? I'm not sure.
言いにくい。
I just know it from the animation. Oh no, I messed with the scroll wheel accidentally. Don't touch the scroll wheel. It's dangerous.
オカリンのノスタルなんとかだって十分長いじゃんか。それにこれは映画のタイトルを。
And it makes a movie title reference.
ロマンがあればいいのだ、ロマンが。
そんな理由で却下かよ。
You have a lot to learn about cute.
Why are we arguing when it should clearly be the mail that leapt through time?
Because we're not entering it into a film festival.
Now you're just being a brat.
At least my idea doesn't make you want to order a bucket of chicken wings.
Balance, man. We need romance and concision.
Then I'll squish it to Time Leaper.
Except that now we don't know what's leaping, do we? Maybe we could work banana in there somewhere. Oh, can you imagine our logo?
トゥットゥルー。あ、トゥットゥルー。マユシーも思いついたよ。バックトゥーザメール。映画のタイトルとね、メールをくっつけてみました。
まゆし、映画のタイトルネタはもう僕がやったって。
それに意味が微妙に違ってきてると思う。
Back to the mail. She probably meant mail to the future, but our emails go to the past.
意味とかじゃなくて、映画のタイトルとメールをくっつけて。
いずれにせよ長い。
じゃあデロリアンメールとか。
DeLorean mail?
もう何のメールかさっぱりわからないではないか。
ねえ、こんなくだらないことに時間取ってる場合じゃないでしょ。もういっそのこと略して D メールにしなさいよ。
D mail? That's an idea right there.
いや、しかしそれでは味気なさすぎる。
Boring, of course.
味気なかろうが味気があろうがどうでもいい。
Shot down. Cursor's influence in the lab seems to have grown significantly in these past days.
じゃあ D メールに決定します。
Mayuri, finished with her jelly, proclaims in satisfaction. Jelly-filled donuts? Wait, when did Mayuri become the moderator?
で、なんで D メールみたいな現象が起きるん？
リング得意点への道が開いているからだ。何度も言っているだろう。
ブラックホールが発生しているのかどうかは確認できていない。単にセルンのタイムマシンと偶然似てるだけで、実は全く違う現象かもしれない。焦って結論を出すのは危険よ。
何を言う？お前は自分たちでタイムマシンを作りたいとは思わないのか？そのために危険を冒してセルンにハッキングまでしたのだぞ。今語るべきは電話レンジ仮をタイムマシンとして使えるようにするにはどうしたらいいかだ。
でもさ、僕たちにできると思うん？
できるかどうかではない。やるのだ。
We must act immediately.
何よその精神論至上主義。あんたって無能なトップの典型ね。
おのれ、狂気のマッドサイエンティスト。
She's insulted us a couple times in the past few days. I'm pretty sure she does dare.
そもそもオカリンは別にトップじゃないけど。
いかにも俺はラボの象徴であってトップではない。
象徴だかなんだか知らないけど、どうやって電話レンジをタイムマシンとして使えるようにするか、その具体的な解法を教えてよ。
解放か。そうだな、一つある。放電現象が起きるか起きないかはランダムだと思っているようだが、俺には仮説があるのだ。
どういうこと？
I look at my watch. It's past noon.
発生条件の再現だよ、クリスティーナ。昨日の夜いろいろ検討したはずだぞ。そして俺たちは最も単純で最も決定的な条件を見ようとしていた。すなわち発生時刻だ。
Now that actually could have something to do with it. Maybe there's something aligning at a certain time that, we don't know about. Maybe you can only be at a certain angle compared to where you're teleporting to, or time traveling to, I mean.
過去2回の放電現象が起きた時間を調べてみたんだが、それによれば 俺が誰の携帯に送った時に偶然発生した最初の D メールはだいたい12時から13時の間。そして2回目、俺たち4人全員が目撃した D メールは18時頃に発生している。つまりその2つの時間帯に実験をすれば
Exactly. Maybe it's something
再
like
現が可能かもしれないのだ。
early afternoon to mid-afternoon seems to be when it can occur.
早速やってみましょう。
Okay, sure. Now let me check that mail. I didn't want to interrupt our big giant speech that we had there, so let's check it now. Part-time warrior. If you cook them right, they can taste surprisingly good. I don't know. I'd just take the money from my job and use it to buy food. Just saying. Kursu bolts in the development room, suddenly bursting with enthusiasm.
それにしてもこの助手、ノリノリである。
マユシーのバナナ、ずいぶん減ったね。また買ってこなくちゃ。
Only one banana remains untouched. We've got rid of the jellified bananas, and then we ate the rest.
ごめんね、まゆりさん。後で新しいバナナ買ってくるから。
本当？嬉しいな。オカリンやダルくんはね、バナナ勝手に食べてもちっとも買ってきてくれないのです。
I'll be sure to amend that in the future. A bunch of bananas is a small price to pay in order to bring chaos to the world. Kursu picks up the last banana off the stem, leans under the table, and places it inside the microwave.
まずはゼリーマンになるか試してみる。
She tries to get up and gloriously bangs her head underneath the table.
ドジっ子アピールはよせ。
しとらんわ。
Kursu gets up, blushing in embarrassment with tears in her eyes.
このレンジの配置なんとかしろ。危ないしめんどくさい。
床に穴が開いてしまうから無理だ。
クリスちゃん、クリスちゃん、痛いの痛いの飛んでけ。
Mayuri pats the back of Kursu's head, then sweeps her hand through the air.
サンクス、まゆりさん。
Kursu pulls herself together, types on her phone, and activates the phone wave, name subject to change. The banana inside the microwave slowly begins to spin backwards as the timer counts down. Kursu, who is peering inside the microwave, suddenly shouts in surprise. The banana has vanished! So maybe time is an important factor. Voice crack. At the exact same moment, the banana reappears on its stem, jellified.
おお。
ゲルバナになったね。
やはり俺の予想通り、発生条件は時間帯だったな。
So we nailed it down. I was a little anxious about the result, but it all worked out. I outwitted the impertinent genius girl. Now, my position as the symbol of the lab is secure.
やるわね、岡部。あまりに単純すぎて気づけなかった。
Kursu says with a slightly sulky expression.
悔しいのか？それでも俺に3時の言葉を送る姿勢は強化してやろう。
それより D メールが再現できるかについても確認しないと。
Kursu ignores my proud laughter and excitedly starts typing out a mail.
この法音隠居魔の威厳がクリスティーナのせいでどんどん落ちていく。
もともと威厳はないと思う。
いいからそこの男子2人手伝って。岡部、あんたの携帯にメール送るから。
When did I become her assistant? I grind my teeth in frustration, but I'll do as I'm told and insert my phone into the phone wave name subject to change the slot.
ねえねえクリスちゃん、なんて送るの
？Mayuri presses up against Kursu and sneaks a peek at Kursu's phone.
別に 意味のある文章である必要はない。送れるかどうかを確認できさえすればいいんだから。
どれどれ。岡部はずアンエア
待て、そこの助手、何を打ち込んでいる。
さあね、準備いい？送るわよ。
Daru has already set the microwave's timer through the X68000. There's nothing inside, but the microwave still operates. The countdown starts from 120. This is where the timing counts. We know that we have to open the microwave door during operation, but we still don't know when to send the mail. For now, we'll do them simultaneously. Kurisu readies her finger on the phone's send button. I grasp the microwave's door handle. Mayuri seeks cover.
じゃあ、カウントするぜ。
The microwave's timer soon indicates 70.
3、2、1、0.
Kurisu presses send. And at nearly the same instant, I open the microwave door. Truly a mad scientist who laughs while there's electricity sparking everywhere. Lightning crackles in the air. The cushion underneath the phone wave named subject to change collapses under the weight. The floor starts creaking. It's exactly like the discharge phenomenon that occurred before. The discharge lasts for about 10 seconds. After it subsides, we stare at the phone wave named subject to change with bated breath. Luckily, it didn't break through the floor.
Now! Yes, that's it! Show me what you've got! The fruit is where?
It's a Jill Nana.
メール届いた？
Let's check. I disconnect my phone from the phone wave, named subject to change, and check my mail. Kurisu stands beside me and peers at the screen. Let's see, do we got anything down there? We got a lot of mails. Should probably clean out this. Ooh, Airhead. Okabe is an Airhead. There's an email there. 2 of them, even, and they're written in English. The timestamps are from 5 days ago. Kurisu starts laughing when she sees the mail, even though she's the one that wrote it. The Okabe in the first one is obviously my name. But what does ahead in the second one mean? My English is shaky. Is she saying my head can fly or something? Whatever, I may not know what it means, but I do know this. My assistant is making fun of me. But that doesn't matter right now.
Christina, お前はメールを2通送ったのか?
Okay, and I think that's where we're going to stop for today. I just looked through the tips and confirmed that we didn't have any from today. So, we'll stop here. I do know this. I don't know how long it's going to take the game to get there, because it is going slower than the anime. But we are very, very close to really cool stuff happening. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time for more Steins Gate the visual novel.
The effect on bananas classifies as a known, so if you'd be so good as to insert what we have left...
Insert.
Bye!